Okay, looks like we're recording. Awesome. Jim Stevens here, and I'm doing a CTFO, Changing the Future Outcomes, pay briefing. And this is what we call the napkin talk. And for those of you on the team, this is the cheat sheet. You'll see me using this. And what we want to do is just give an overview of the company, how it compares to other companies real briefly, and how you can go from making nothing to start with to as much as $13,000 a month. But we're going to show you how to do this easily. And so here we go. First thing we want to do is get a few terms kind of under our belt. And so we have like a company, and we've got the dollars that have to be spent, and we've got what's called business volume. Business volume is how companies measure your progress towards the next rank. And then, of course, we've got commissionable volume. That's what they're going to pay you on. And then we have any kind of a monthly requirement that you have to do each month to qualify for your pay. And what does that translate into? Into monthly dollars. So let's talk about Company K. And some of us are going to know what company that is. But the dollars that to buy the points you need on the minimum side is $155. And what that gets you is 110 business volume points. And the CV, commissionable volume that they pay you on, is half of that. So that's going to get you 55 commissionable volume dollars that they would pay you on. The requirement to maximize the compensation is 110 points. So we know, look over here, your minimum monthly requirement to stay pay qualified for all the pay is $155 a month. Now let's take a quick look at CTFO. And then we're going to work that into how you actually make money. So the dollars for CTFO is minimum required is going to be about $50. And the business volume that gets you is, surprisingly, 50. So it's dollar for dollar. Commissionable volume is still half, 25 points. The requirement to be paid is actually only 47 points a month. And there are some products where you can actually spend $47 instead of $50 and get there. So the monthly requirement then to be maximized for all of the pay that they offer is $50. So a quick comparison. If you're just looking to build a business, maximize your pay, and kind of run along the minimums, which one's going to be easier? Well, by $105 a month, CTFO is hands down the winner there. What about pay, though? And to move it more into a stronger comparison. So let's draw the line here, and let's talk briefly about, as you following our cheat sheet, compensation structures. Well, there's two major ones out there. One's called a unilevel, and another one's called a matrix. And you'll see how CTFO, I'm going to get a new marker, I think, here real quick. How CTFO kind of makes all that come together. And we'll go to black here and see if the black's going to work. All right. So in a unilevel, here's how it looks. You got you, and you're just a happy camper. And with a unilevel, you just start sponsoring people. And the mantra for a unilevel is go wide fast. Okay, and you're connected to all these people. All right, now here's the challenge with that. With most unilevels, well, all of them actually, if this is all you're doing, by the time you're out here somewhere getting people, these people are starting to feel like orphans. Because that's all you're doing. You're just plowing people on your first level and hoping they'll do the same down here. So then along came the matrix. How does that work? Well, we're going to look at a 3 by 21 deep matrix. What does that mean? Well, again, here you are, happy face. You get number 1, number 2, number 3. But remember, you're still going, right? So when you get number 1, 2, 3, and then here comes number 4, 4 goes here. The matrix automatically puts him here. And then number 5, and then number 6 goes here. Well, guess what? Because you're the enroller, you still get your first level pay, but guess who's happy because they're getting people underneath them? Exactly. No more orphanage feeling. Here's the problem with the original matrices, though. As you kept going, building, and getting deeper and deeper, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? And then you get a big fish, somebody who's going to really do it. And here they are, and you're not so happy. Why? Because there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of your 21 levels. So you're actually going to be only getting 16 levels of pay on that person. So the matrix had a flaw. So here's what happened. CTFO literally has a copyrighted compensation plan. And here's what they did. They took the unilevel and they married it to the matrix so that as you're going wide, what's happening is it's putting the matrix into play. And then to avoid this issue right here where you've lost 5 levels of downline pay potential from this guy, here's what they do. This is so cool. Look over here, and we'll just say right in here, you got this really powerful person. Well, what their copyrighted system does is it puts a new you right there above this person. So you will get all 21 levels. And then if you get somebody else down here, a whole bunch of levels down, it puts you in again, a brand new you, and then it inserts your new powerful person, and you get all 21 levels under that person. And guess what? You're paid twice, because here you're going to get paid, as you're going to see, 20% on this new person, plus you're going to get the downline paycheck on that person as well. Very powerful. Now what we're going to do is we're going to flip the page, and we're going to just show you how all this now works. And in the meantime, CTFO decided to throw in what's called an infinity bonus. We're going to incorporate that as well. So here we go, real quick. Turn the page. And again, using my cheat sheet, right? This is a cool story. Takes just a couple more minutes. Do you want to hear it? Let me ask you a quick question. Would it be okay if you never had to go to work again for the rest of your life? Right? And if you do love your job and you would do it for free, what if you could just go ahead and say, hey, keep my salary. Here's how it works. Now, this works as long as you can go out and accumulate about 2,000 people. What? I know. You don't know how to accumulate 2,000 people, but I know you can learn, because you've learned how to use a smartphone, you've learned how to use the remote on a TV, you've learned how to use GPS in driving your car, right? You could learn a simple system, I know you could, on how to find 3 people, and then over the course of, say, 90 days, 2 more, so what, a total of 5 over 90 days, and then do what they call rinse and repeat. Let it duplicate. Okay? Now, every 90 days, how many 90-day increments are there in a year? 4, right? So there's 4 segments, or whatever you want to call it. And here's how they're going to play out. So we're going to look at a couple things. We're going to look at levels, because there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 21 we talked about, right? And then there's the unilevel percentage. We talked about the unilevel. And then we talked about the matrix percentage. And then we talked about this infinity thing. And that's going to create a payday. So, okay, how does it work? Well, for each level, because we talked about ultimately 5 that you're after, so you'd have 5 people here. And we're going to work on the basis of 100 BV and 50 CV. Why? Because what we're finding, actually, after people have been in CTFO for a month or two, they're not just taking the smallest bottle once a month. The average person I've learned in CTFO is actually at about $150 to $200 a month on products because they've got more than just CBD. But so we're just going to stick with this, 50 BV, 50 CV per person on average, and call it good. Okay, so right here, 5 people, you're going to have, and I'm going to, for space purposes, I'm just going to tell you what the number is. 5 times 50 is 250, and the unilevel percentage on level 1 is 20% of the CV. There's also a 1% matrix percentage that pays at the same time. It's so cool. Now, there's no infinity bonus that we're going to count just yet. But what this amounts to is $52 a month. All right, now do you have to stop at 5? No. What if you go get 10? So then you're at $104 a month, month in, month out, because you always get 20%. Now, these 5, this is why we're talking about 90 days. You do it, they have 90 days to do it too. So you're going to have 25 people here. And they're going to be creating 50 CV apiece. So the unilevel pay is here 4%. And actually that goes down here, 4%. And then 4%. And then 4%. Then the unilevel stops. And the matrix continues. All right, so here you're going to have 125 people. And then here you're going to have 625 people. And here you're going to have 3,125 people creating CV. All right, the matrix is 1%, 1%, 1%, 1%. But guess what? Down here on 6 and 7, the matrix is 10% and 10%. We're not even going to get into there. What I want you to do is I want you to see how easy it is right here, even at level 4, to create 2,000, 3,000, 4,000 a month. Kicking in with level 5, you'll see. All right, so now, second level. You've got 25 people doing 50 in volume. That is 1,250 points times 5% because it's this plus this, right? All right, so 5% is $112 month in, month out. So what are you at now? $164 a month. That's going to cover your own cost anyway. And then level 3, that's 6,250 points in volume. And just at the base pay, that's going to kick in another $312. So what are you at now? 424 plus that, 470, 480 a month. Level 4, you're going to have 6,250 points CV in volume. That's commission volume getting paid on, times 5%, 312. We just did that one. Level 4. Oh, no. Level 4, I'm sorry. 625 people times 50, you've got 31,000 points in volume going through your business now. At 5%, $1,562. But here's where the magic really kicks in. Because at this point, you've actually kicked in the first infinity bonus. And it's 4% of everything. The first infinity bonus. So the impact on your pay there, if we add these up right here, you've got $1,988 in income. Okay? Now here's what I want you to see. This is the magic of the whole thing. When you hit 25,000 in monthly volume, you activate level 5 and you activate the first 4% infinity bonus, and it's on everything. So here's what happens. First infinity bonus, all these pays increase, and your new monthly income goes from 1988 to 3,000. Is that right? No, because now you get level 5. $5,490. It's on the same people. And now, because you now have level 6, level 5 kicking in, you're going to have an additional, and I just counted 1,000 people. I'll tell you why I did it. It's because I wanted to see the monthly volume go to 100,000 a month, because it matches company K for something as a comparison, inside joke for people that are from K. All right, so when you hit the 100,000 mark, well, first when you hit the 50,000 in volume mark, it adds another 4% all the way across. So now it's 8 instead of 4. And then when you crest the 60 or the 100,000 mark, it kicks in another 4% infinity bonus. So what does that mean? It means you can't read my handwriting, right? And it's not important that you can, it's just knowing. Because here's what I want you to see. What's 4, 4, and 4 is 12. Plus 1 is 13. Plus 4 is 17%. Do you suppose you're going to get a pay raise if you go from 4% to 17% on the same people, same dollars? Here's what it does for you. This is on one level alone. When you kick in the second 4%, your total combined income is $9,038, adding up all the levels. And then when you hit the 100,000 monthly volume, it kicks in the final 4%, and your total pay, I have my videographer tell me, can you still see the bottom of the screen down here?
Yes.
All right. So when you get there, the grand finale is you've just given yourself a pay raise to $13,038 a month by sticking to a simple story, my friends. 3 plus 2 is 5, and then help your people do that over and over. 4 times in a year, you're here. Now, I will tell you quite honestly, in CTFO, nobody else has figured this out, and they are doing great. There's over 650,000 people in CTFO. 350,000 of them order every month. But nobody has figured out how to condense the activity into simple stories. The story goes like this. We have a cool story to share. Would you like to never have to go to work again for the rest of your life? All you have to do that is accumulate about 2,000 people, which, by the way, people count. Totally, we've got 3,215 when this finishes out. And then somebody says, I don't know how to do 2,000 or 3,000 people. No, but could you learn a system, simple system, that gets 3 to start with and then 2 more in 90 days? Absolutely. Anybody can learn that. Then do that and share it. Do that and share it. Do that and share it. And the next thing you know, you're somewhere between 5,000 and 13,000 a month wondering, wow, how did that happen? It happened because CTFO pays with no issues. And what's really cool, unlike any other company we've been in, CTFO says if you pay us $100, we're going to take 50 and make that the commissionable volume. And you know what? We can live on our 50, pay the product, pay the overhead, keep the lights turned on. So we're going to pay out all of the 50 CV. 100% of it is paid out on every product because that's ours. It's a cool deal. We'll have our videographer shut off the video here in mere seconds. Either one of them. All right, cool. So thank you so much. This is our first draft, so to speak, and I hope you found some value in it. Bye for now.